Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today, folks, as you can see, I am in the champion training event. There's still a week to go on that. I still have to claim a reward, but as you can see, if you look at the top, there is quite a big difference between me and the top players, so there's no chance I'm going to get that. That is just going to end up being an all-out whaling event. I am not going to partake in that. I will, of course, I suppose, partake in the champion training event just simply through the fact that I want to level up my champions and get them as far as I can. I do want to get more 60 champions. So that means I have to work my way through the champions that I've got and get these guys leveled up. I do have some shards, and I am planning on pulling those shards. It's not a big pull, but it is going to be part of this video. Hopefully we get something nice out of that. Now, initially, I kind of got put, by the looks of it, in a group with a set of people that are either have a lot of resources to throw at the game, in-game, as well as probably out of the game, and by that I probably mean a lot of money, and I'm not going to be doing that. I'm not competing with them. So this guy is going to be a chicken by the looks of things. I know I've got him somewhere. He probably is in the vault. I definitely have one of these guys. Actually, I've used quite a few of these guys, quite a few ironclads as chickens. Another chicken right here. Chopper, that's fine. I do need plenty of these. And the other thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to manage my energy. Since I've been using Queen Ava in the campaign as a campaign farmer, she does go through the waves quite quickly, which also does mean that she eats up my energy fairly quick. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm just, I suppose, compared to the past where I used Elaine and took her a longer time to get the campaign missions done in terms of farming for the purposes of leveling up chickens and champions. That just meant I could play for a bit longer. If I go just into the campaign and just use Queen Ava as a campaign farmer, she finishes the stage that quick that she pretty much leaves me without energy pretty quickly. So 1,000 energy means nothing to her. Oh, hello. Alright, nice. See, that's not a bad pull right there. Let's have a look. So she's got her uses. Let's see her abilities. Attacks all enemies. Places a shield and ally protect for 2 turns. So, that's pretty okay. And a decreased attack on that. Okay, fair enough. What about this? Okay. So I guess in this case I could probably, I mean, I've got a basilisk. Places a stun debuff. Attacks all enemies. Places a 25% decrease attack. I'll have to decide what I'm going to do with this guy. Very interesting pack that they have right here, I think. See, that one's a nice one, just for the books, but I do like the gems. That's the only thing that interests me out of this, is the gems and the books, and the second one interests me, the increased XP rates. So I think the second one has more stuff going for it. So let's have a look over here. We've got Nazana and that dog. So I'm going to keep the dog because I don't have him yet. So I'm going to have to come down here. We should have you already locked. Apparently you're good in spiders then. We'll see about that. And there is the dog right there. Fellhound. So we'll lock you up. We don't want to accidentally use you for food. I am going to level him up and then probably put him in a vault. I'm probably going to do that with all of the champions that I've got in the vault. So I'm going to end up at some point leveling them up, even if it's for the purposes of getting some points in the champion training event. Now, I don't want to go too far down on the list. As you can see, I'm currently placed quite okay. I think there's like 150 people, so I don't want to go too far down in the list. I do want to get something out of it. So, yeah, that's my situation right there. Gonna kind of get rid of this red dot in the index. I don't want to have it there. It just bothers me, so we'll have to do this apparently. There we go. That sorts that out. I'm gonna have another look at her. She's more or less like Miscreated Monster, but I think Miscreated Monster has a bit more. I don't know, because he places a shield as well. But I think she just yeah. Yeah, I think he's a bit. She's a bit lesser than Miscreated Monster by the looks of things. Okay. I would like to get Paidman. That'd be a nice champion to get. And Ernest, maybe a lure. I think Paidman would be the one I'd like to try and get if I could get my hands on it at some point. But I guess that'll happen in due time, hopefully. So let's go into this area and we start grinding out some levels. I can carry on with these guys. It shouldn't take too long, but I'm thinking I have a new batch of champions that are 4 stars, so maybe that will help me climb up. Every time I go to bed, I just keep falling down the ranking system, so I'm gonna go with that. I will, of course, also start looking at getting some champions set up and getting another lich out from the rosin fusion, and then I'll build up. I think what I'm going to do, just out of laziness, I'm going to build up the rosin that the lich that I have already leveled up. So that means I have to get him to a 5-star, then level him up to 50, and then get all of his stars turned purple. So get him fully ascended, and he should be ready. I think Bloodfeather's nearly there, so she just needs the Ascension. So that would be 2 of 4 champions that would have been done. Then I have to level up all of the other little minions to get the other epic champions that are required. There we go. Fellhound. Does he apply that buff? I want to see. I mean, she kind of goes through these waves too quick for me to see what he actually does. Because this is another way I actually learn. There we go. Block damage. He might have some use. That block damage. It's only 1 turn, but that might make a difference. Yeah. I mean, he's not the best of champions, but I'm trying to think where I could use something like that. See, if I put him in a clan boss team, it really doesn't do that much for the team. If I could get something that would give me a block damage on all champions, then that would work. But other than that, not much use for him. So the rest of this video is just going to be me doing this over and over and over again. So this is what the champion training event is all about. Just grinding this out until you get bored, and then when you get bored you grind it out some more, and then when you get even more bored you continue grinding it, and that's kind of it. I am so tempted to put an auto clicker on this, but it's difficult. I don't want to be wasting energy. I am kinda coming to a point where I need to manage my energy as much as I can. So that's the way it works, unfortunately. But I am glad. I am glad I've got Queen Ava. I mean, just look at how powerful she is with regard. I mean, she's a glass cannon. She doesn't take many hits to go down. And I do use her sometimes in the arena just as a nuker, but yeah. She's definitely... I mean, she's alright. She's alright. I cannot complain. I'm quite happy with how she performs in the farming sessions. So I found my farmer. Kind of sad that I put all that time and effort in Bellower. I should have leveled up another champion to 60. Could have done with, I don't know, Alton. He's good. Didn't have any other legendaries at that time, did I? Could have done a Cold Heart. But I guess that's how you learn. Don't get me wrong, Bellower's good. He's just very, very gear reliant. And at this stage, I don't really have the necessary gear to make him do what Queen Ava does. And in terms of campaign farming, if I were to kind of place them, I would say Queen Ava's better, or the best one you can get, you know, or in my, from what I've got, I'd say Queen Ava is the best at the moment, followed by Elaine. She can definitely campaign farm for me. And I would say Bellower if I could get the gear for him, which I don't have, so... You know, Elaine does come out on top compared to Bellower. Now, I do like Bellower for the simple fact that he's got quite a few debuffs on all of his AoEs. He does not hit hard, unless you have the crazy gear that is required for him. But he does have a ton of debuffs, and that is a big thing. So I'm going to probably try and not waste all 2,000 energy. Kind of let it go into the next day so I can then... farm the dailies and get, I don't know, well, 125 times 2, 250 energy added on top, and then farm that or something like that. That's probably what I'm going to work with. I should also be getting some gems. So I'm going to try and stack up some gems as well. I'm going to try and be as conservative as I can with my resources. I don't want to go and blow it all in one go. Try and spread it out as much as I can, just so I can get more gameplay from it. I'm probably going to end up going into the arena and doing a bit more of the arena as well. So that might be a thing as well to look at for me. I do need to get more points. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be focusing heavily on trying to level up the accuracy section. That's going to come in handy just all around. I think that's the first thing I'm going to be looking at. There are obviously quite a few champions that apply debuffs, so accuracy is an important thing, and it does seem to scale the best from the arena. So I'll go with that first. Once I'm done with that, I'll have a look at something else that I can then level up in the fort, in the keep. That's it, in the keep. So, okay. I'm kind of glad I got Nizana though. I wonder if I were to team up Nizana with, what's his face, with Miscreated Monster, what they could do. Because they both have the same ability. Would that be a viable solution? I mean, Nizana only applies shield on herself. Whereas Miscreated Monster does apply shield to all, I believe. To all champions. And I've seen... I think I've seen him apply quite a crazy shield as well, so I'll have to have a look at that. I'm guessing it scales off of defense, kind of like with Valkyrie, so that's why I want to get Valkyrie's defense as high as humanly possible in the game, whilst also keeping the poison set on her. Alright. Here we go. One more round of this. So, as I said in previous videos, this is a week that I am off. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to probably put out very many or very big variety of videos. It's going to primarily be Raid Shadow Legends. In the meantime, in the background, I will be setting up the servers that I've got for Ark which is going to take a while. And if I finish before that, I might put out some more videos. I do want to get back into doing those guides that I started for Ark Survival Evolved with all of the dinos and how to tame them. So that's something I will bring back in on the channel. I've not been able to do that because of the little mess up that I've had with my servers and my bases being pretty much just completely destroyed now. The one thing I don't like is the fact that I'm going to have to use the vanilla building pieces. I'm not going to build with the S Plus anymore, just because of how badly it's hit me. I don't want that to happen again, so I'm going to use a lot of vanilla pieces. I'm still going to use S Plus for the demo gun and stuff like that. It does have some good functions, and I might use bits and pieces on the base out of the S Plus, but seeing what's happened to me and how badly it's hurt me, it's something I don't want to happen again. It does also limit the size of the base that I'll be able to build, so I won't be able to build that large due to the server limitations and all that. And so I'm probably going to make use of the cryo fridges more than I have in the past. That's a thing that I'm going to end up doing as well. Yeah, I don't see another way around it. Not with all the dinos I've got, not with all the Rexes I've got. I'm trying to think of a way to actually design it so it is efficient and organized. That's the trouble right there. And I do want a base close to the water because I will, of course, also have water creatures to keep safe. I might even end up using behemoth gates to close off sections of the base. I think that's something I'm going to have to look at as well. In other words, it ain't going to be a pretty base, and that's what bothers me. I'm so used to having a pretty base in Ark. This one I know is not going to be that pretty. Slightly. That's what's put me off. I know it's not going to be as aesthetically pretty as it used to be because of the vanilla pieces, which I won't be using. I don't like, for example, the design for the metal foundations and the fact that you can see through them. I don't think that is a good design, and so that's one of the things that I don't like. The fact that there aren't any strong or resistant glass frames and walls, if that makes sense. I mean, you can use the greenhouse stuff, but that just does not take a lot to destroy them. So that's a bit upsetting. I did like having all of those windows around and being able to look out the windows and all that. That's not going to be a thing anymore. It's going to be just an ugly looking box. Oh boy, that bothers me so much. But yeah, that's what it is. Okay, we're coming up on the 20-minute mark. Again, gonna keep this video at the 20-minute mark. You can kind of see what I'm gonna be doing in terms of the game and leveling up. I don't know, though. I'm gonna push it a bit longer. I mean, we're almost at, well, 10 more levels, and Nazana and Basilisk will be at 40. But the problem is, the more they level up, the slower they will end up leveling up. Now, I could try and gain some more points just by getting champions that haven't leveled up to, I don't know, a certain point where they start leveling up slow. But I want to complete them. That's the thing. I'm a completionist, and I do want to complete the levels, especially seeing as I will be probably testing out these champions. I don't even know actually why I'm leveling up Nazana while I've got a miscreated monster. She does more or less the exact same thing, but not as good as him, because he also has that fear that is really useful, that more or less makes the opposing team or opposing champions miss a turn. Next up, let's get what do I want? What do I want from this list? Let's have a look. We can do this guy. He needs a few levels, so might as well do that. He's gonna be slow, but whatever. So as I said, I've tried out what's his face? Oh, all these names. Occult Brawler. I noticed that he does apply the poisons on himself. I don't know how that's gonna work out, so I'm gonna try and get him to 50. We'll see what he does. Like, I'll test him in the clan boss once he's at 50. I have played around with him, tried him in the clan boss already. The fact that he applies poisons to himself seems to be a bit painful, especially with the clan boss, and when he starts increasing the damage after every 10 turns, that's not going to be fun. So I don't know if that's going to work in Occult Brawler's benefit right there. And he doesn't seem to apply it very consistently either, so that's another thing. I have already geared him up, I have increased his accuracy and all that, but there is that percentage, that chance that he may or may not apply it, which I don't really know. So I'm still on the 13th position at the moment. I'm gonna have a look over here. So I kind of want to stay in the top 10. That's the aim. Unless it becomes a massive whaling event, in that case I'm just going to drop down and take whatever I can get. 13th. There he is. Okay. Alright. It's not that bad, but this is what's happening further down in this tournament in my group. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not getting into... I'm guessing, I mean, this is only, what, day 2 of the champion training event, right? So this is running for 1 week and 2 days. And the guy at the top already has a crazy amount of points. Now, this is, like I said, day 2. Can you imagine what it's going to end up looking like by the end of the 1 week and 2 days? That's just too much. Too much effort, too much... in terms of resources, too much in terms of money, too much in terms of time. I don't think that champion alone is worth that investment. So with that said, I am going to end the video here. I do hope that you have enjoyed it. If you have, please don't forget to support me in the channel by hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel. Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos and content to the channel. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. Until next time, stay safe, folks.